Hey everyone, this is Dustin Nulf, Keller Williams Realty, the Dustin Nulf team, and the Full House LLC, Pittsburgh Property Management. Today we're going to look at how to create a budget, and we're going to start over here. So we can create a budget very easily by accessing our online banking accounts, and simply go in here. Most online banking will allow you to download a CSV file of your account, and you can go in here, select the date range that you want to do a budget on, and for this example we're just doing the month of September. Quickly like that, we're going to do CSV, download it. If you're doing a home budget or even a business budget, I would recommend doing longer than just a month. You want a really good idea of what's going on over the long term, not just in the short term, and I'll show you why here as we go through this example. So this specific example here, we're going to take this, we are taking this file here, and what I did was I cut it out of my downloads and I put it into Google Drive. And then when you go into Google Drive, you can double click it and open it with Google Sheets, and then it looks like this. So once you have it in Google Sheets, then you can go through here and clean it up. And the whole idea is you want to make this easy to understand. You're going to break down and categorize where the money has come in and where it's been spent. So I'll show you how I like to do that. This is your heading up here. So in Google Sheets, if Google Sheets knows that it's a heading, then it's going to be easier for you to sort. So I'll bold that, and then I go up to view and we'll freeze that row. So that makes that row float like that. And then once you do that, you can go in here, and we've got credits and we got debits. We're gonna sort A to Z, and that's gonna put all our credits at the top and all our debits down at the bottom. And I'm going to move on to a different example so you can see. So this is how we cleaned it up. So I like the color code. The credits, that's black, positives in black, negatives in red. Credits I got in green, debits I got in red over here. So we divided it up, and we have now, this is our net income that comes into the bank account in September, and then this is our expenses that go out in September. So then from there, I've gone through and I've categorized these, so you can see, where's this money coming from and where is it going. And if you're going to categorize it, the same things are going to be the same, right? So this weekly dividend, I have it set up to auto pay. It comes into my account every week, $500, same amount once a week. So we're calling that a weekly dividend. So the next time it shows up, we want to call it the same thing, so we got this all categorized the same. Same thing with your expenses. We have savings transfers in here. Well, every savings transfer, we're going to call it a savings transfer so we don't get confused. Now once we got that cleaned up like this, the next step is cleaning it up even further. So we're going to make this look more and more like a profit and loss statement. So we have our income up here. This is our net income. It's all categorized and sorted. So in order to do this, I had to go through and I sorted by the description here, which I'll show you over here. So sort by description, A to Z. So now it's got all the categories are together. And then I separated and added rows so we can like this. I'm getting a bunch of space here. So then you can come in and cut out the credits and put all the credits up top. So see how that cut out there? Put it up top. And ended up making it look like this. Added them all up, we got our total net income. Added up all our expenses, got our total expenses there. Here's our net profit loss. Now this is a budget, so this is a home budget. This isn't necessarily profit or loss. This is whether you saved or you overspent for that month. So based on the income that came in that month, I spent an extra $1,400 bucks. And you might say, well, how's that possible? Well, it's possible because, you know, last month probably I underspent and I had extra money in the account. So that's why you want to take a look at a long, you know, bigger scale than just 1 month, because you're going to see better, you're going to get a better idea of the trends and such. So this one you can see I overspent. You might say, well, that's a bad thing. Well, we're going to take a look at what we overspent on. The whole idea is to break the budget out so you can see where you are spending the money, so you can see that, you know, cryptocurrency investments. I got 30, 60, 90, 120 bucks a month going into that. So you can, you know, if you want to track that and see, you know, what categories you're spending the most money on, you can kind of break it down like that and see, you know, how much money you got going out. So like electric bills, we got 2 electric bills here, and just kind of rounding that number, but roughly $210 a month being spent on electric. So once you know that, then you know how to create a budget, and you can create a long-term plan based on the averages that you're spending monthly. So that's the easy way to create a budget. This is, in the end, what I have turned it into. And this is, you know, you can do this once a month, once a quarter, once a year, at the end of the year. Like if you're going to start a budget now, I would recommend that you go back and you get a whole year and do this for the entire year and break it down so you can see, you know, pretty much what you're spending annually, and then divide it all by 12, and then you're going to get a monthly average for those expenses and the income. So you see here we have it broken down, and I wanted to see, you know, out of all that, how much am I investing and how much am I saving? Because I do have investing and saving goals, and my investing and saving goals are I should be investing or saving between 40 and 50% of my net income. So I want 40 to 50% of my net income to be put into either savings or investments. So if you look at that, I've spent $10,000. This is total. $10,170 were invested or saved. So that means that roughly $6,200 were the expenses for this month. And you know, you can go back through and see what those were. But now I know, you know, out of my investing and saving, once I take that out of it, I need roughly $6,200 a month to pay my bills and live the lifestyle that I was living in September. And then I can go in and I can look at things like this. Well, this was a Rite Aid store. What did I get here? Who knows? You know, it could have been just junk. Did I need that drink and pack of gum at that time? If not, you know, if you can scrimp and save on things like this, that's $5 saved. Supplements. This is for my health. I consider that a necessary expense. We don't have too much in here otherwise, though. Dollar General, there's another one, 62 bucks. What did I get there? Was it something that I needed? Was more than likely food. And if you're spending, so if you use the same debit card or credit card to buy everything you need for the month and do all of your spending, so you're using the same account to pay your bills, to buy groceries, to put gas in your car, whatever. If you use that same account, then this is easy. You just go into one account and create a spreadsheet like this and break it down, and that's going to let you track your spending easily and not make it a difficult process. If you're using a credit card that has a different login, it's a different account totally, you're using a debit card and then sometimes you use cash, now you got 3 different things that you have to track in order to figure out what your budget is. So, simplify your life first and start by only using one account to pay for all of your living expenses. And that you're going to do the same thing when you're running a business. You're going to use one account, your operating account, for all of your expenses for that business, so it's easy to track. If you're using 3 different accounts, it creates, there's more time involved in tracking and creating profit and loss statements. So I'd highly recommend one account if you can do it. 2 if you can't, just keep it simple. All right, that's it. Hope you liked it. If you learned something, click the like button, share it, subscribe. Thanks.